live. There we go. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for being here at this time. Anybody that's tuned in at this time, I really appreciate it. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This one hurt, man. This game, this hurt. I mean, we had it. I mean, Anthony Davis gave a 4-point swing, right? You foul Kleber on the three free throws, and then you can't make your free throw. Free throws again killed us. I don't know why it's so hard for this team to make free throws the last week. Like this team can't make a free throw to save their lives. I mean, that's what this game essentially boiled down to. They couldn't make free throws. You can't make free throws, you can't win a game. And that's what happened. And you knew that was coming. You knew when AD missed one of those free throws, you knew that's it. They're gonna hit a three. Somebody's gonna hit it. They haven't been hitting threes all fourth quarter. This is their time, and that's exactly what happened. D'Lo had numerous chances at clean looks, just didn't show up today. Multiple guys didn't show up. This was just a bad game in general. This was just not a good game. And this was just such a huge opportunity. Everybody lost. Everybody that could have lost today. All of them. We would have been in great position. We would have been a game out of sixth, place, would have been tied for seventh. And the Lakers, again, they just blew it. They just didn't show up, missing free throws down the stretch, not capitalizing and scoring down the stretch. You gave up a 9-2 run or whatever down the stretch. You can't do that. You're not winning games that way. You're just not. Dallas wanted it more. I mean, that's what it came down to. I mean, Dallas played their game the entire game. Kyrie absolutely killed us. Kyrie just butchered us this entire game. We were running them off. We were making it harder in the fourth, but it just, I credit Darvin Ham for sticking with guys the whole fourth quarter. Winning was really helping. AD, Reeves, Schroeder, but D'Lo just was rough today. But so was everyone else. So it's like, what do you do there? At least D'Lo gives you another guard, but 0-6 from 3, 5-17. He had 11 assists, but still, I mean, come on, man. We need you, and he just hasn't been there the last few games. This was just a heartbreak. Austin Reeves did his thing. He did all he could, especially in that fourth quarter. Anthony Davis still had a solid game with 26 and 10, but that 4-point swing, man, live with it. Why are you fouling? That's what if he makes it, he makes it, right? Go down, make your free throws. Right. But instead, no, you decide to go and foul. And luckily he made all 3 free throws, but still, it's just, I don't know. That foul was just it hurt. And then on top of that, not only did you foul, but then on the other end, you go and you miss a free throw. When instead we'd be going into overtime, but you allow it to get beat. It was just a game that we didn't make our free throws. It came down to free throws. That's what happened again. Same thing happened in the next game. It's just inexcusable. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, we have this is the end of the 6th seed. I still think we make the 7th or 8th seed, but this was a real opportunity for us to get that 6th seed. I don't think we're going to do it anymore. Unless we go on some crazy win streak, but Lakers haven't been able to do that. We're 500 now without LeBron. So that's not good. And we started off great. We were 9-3 or something like that. Now we're 5-5 or something like that. Since the LeBron, this isn't how you're going to get things done. This isn't how you're going to win basketball games. And it's frustrating. It really is. But it's not over. I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, this is over. It's that's it." But it's not over. We still have 11 games left. We're still only a game and a half out of the 7th or 8th seed. We're still there, but this one this one hurt, and it hurt good. But anyway, let's dive into the stream. Coming in hot, $5 super chat. Thank you, Walker. I really appreciate it. So where does this put the Lakers still at 9th? Yes, I believe it should. Like I said, I think this ruined our chance of getting the 6th seed. I think this basically solidified us being a play-in team. But it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe something happens, but this was the game where it was like, okay, we win this, we have a real shot at the 6th seed. Like we could be the 6th seed. And now I don't see it happening. But it's the blown opportunities that are killing me. Blown opportunities. Like this is, again, we were in a position. This is the Timberwolves game all over again. You have a real chance, real opportunity. I'm not even talking about the Rockets game. I know Rockets game was an opportunity to get to 500, but still, this hurts more because we lost that Rockets game. But in general, it's just like these games, the Timberwolves, the Mavericks, like you got to win these games. And now Lakers are sitting in 10th right now, but Thunder, they have a game, so we'll see. But yeah, very likely 9th, 10th. We got to, now we're a game out of 8th. And 2 games out of 7th now. That's not where you want to be. It's really rough, really rough. Johnny coming out with the super chat. Laker fans, forget it. Mavs keeping Kyrie. Yeah, seriously, they'll pay Kyrie now. Definitely. 80 Philly 2.0. Man, this was just not one guy doesn't lose you the game. Don't get me wrong. This isn't all on AD. D'Lo had a couple clean looks down the stretch he should have knocked down. Could have gotten stops, and we didn't. There were multiple things. We had several opportunities, making free throws, missing free throws. There's a ton of things that we should have done that we didn't. We just didn't execute down the stretch when we needed to. And, D'Lo's supposed to be the clutch guy, right? He's supposed to be the guy that is helping us close these games out and stuff, and he just hasn't. But it's just still, Anthony Davis gave a 4-point swing. 4-point swing. Like, it's inexcusable again. No, you have a chance. You win in the game. The game's, all you have to do is just play basketball for, 20 seconds or whatever. Like, don't foul. Just if he made the three, he made the three. But instead, I understand closing out. I appreciate you. But that was such a deep three. There was no reason to foul him. If he makes that, let him make it. But instead you bailed him out. You let him knock down the 3 free throws. And then on the other end, you go and you miss a free throw. It's just, you're not winning games that way. You're not winning games that way. Are we sure we don't want Kyrie? Look, I would love Kyrie. I've always wanted Kyrie, but realistically, I don't see us getting Kyrie. Even if we wanted to, we would essentially have to. It just would be so difficult because if we sign and trade for Kyrie, like let's say Kyrie does want to come, even if we sign and trade for Kyrie, it would hard cap us, which means we have to unload guys. It just becomes a very big hassle, very big hassle. So I don't see that happening. But anyway, it was a tough loss. This was a really tough loss. This is a game that we should have won. But let's dive into it. I don't even want to talk. Man, I feel it, man. I didn't even want to do this live stream. I was so mad. Like when I saw that, I was just like, now I got to come on and pretend like I'm not pissed off, screaming at the TV and stuff. It's just, it is. Games like this makes it hard. I'm not going to lie. But, it is what it is. I'm with you. Really tough freaking loss, man. Yeah. What a great game. So much fun to watch. Does not. Yeah, it was. It was a really good game, but this one hurt. That 5-day contract player got a lucky shot. 80 cost us that game, jumping at a 3-point shot when you're up 4. Yeah, like I said, if he makes it, he makes it. But instead, and then missing a free throw. Lakers are done for the season, man. Why'd Anthony Davis have to foul? The Lakers aren't done for the season. Lakers are fine. Come on, let's not overreact. The Lakers are still going to be a play-in team, at worst. So the season's far from over. Once you're in the play-in, anything can happen. I just think that this ruined any shot of us getting the 6th seed. I don't think we're going to. I think the idea of the 6th seed is very likely over. But the season's over. No, we're a game out of 7th. We'll be fine in that regard. So let's not overreact. I know it's frustrating, but let cooler heads prevail again. But Johnny coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Coaching was a bit questionable. Dude, with 5 fouls starting in the second half, doesn't get fouled. fouling out Kyrie and biggest meltdown by players today. But that's not on the coaches. That's not on the coaching. Like Darvin Ham kept the guys in. Like Darvin Ham made 0 substitutions, made the adjustment. The team went on a run, and he stuck with it. Like Darvin Ham did his job. Darvin Ham did everything he could have done. Like what were you like? Who were you supposed to switch in? These guys were the guys that got you back in the game, that got the lead. You know, like Kyrie, like, yeah, you can go after Kyrie. The refs weren't calling that stuff on Kyrie. Like Kyrie was moving out of the way. Like you can attack him. They were trying to isolate him. They were trying to force him into traps and make him make a play. Kyrie made the right play. Kyrie's a veteran. It's not like this is a second-year player where he's just sitting here going, oh, well, now what do I do? He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. But yeah, let's see. But thank you. I appreciate you. Laid some eggs, man. We did. Absolutely. AD should have not have jumped. You were up by 4. Get secure the rebound. Yeah. I mean, I get like let him shoot it. You're up 4 points. You know, if he makes it, he makes it. You know, like seriously, if he made that 3, especially as deep as it was, if he made that 3, you live with it. You know, get the inbounds and then just go get fouled, right? I mean, you still probably would have missed the free throw. We probably still would have lost the game. But still, my point is that like you don't blow that, man. You don't like you don't lose a game like that. You know, like it's just frustrating. This game has hurt. Yeah, it does. It hurt. It hurt big time. So sad. I'm with you. This one did hurt. Yeah, our season's over. I knew this was going to happen. Our season's not over, man. Come on, it's still got a long way to go. But why are you even live? I don't know. I feel like that too. Oh hell no, yeah. I just knew all the missed free throws were gonna bite us. Yeah, I felt the same way. I'm glad Darvin learned you can use 2 bigs. Like I said, I'm glad Darvin Ham made the right call. He stuck with it. They were. I mean, winning Gabriel was great tonight. Doing his part, it really helped. But it just. This is on the players, man. This is on the players. Darvin Ham did his part. He stuck with guys. He didn't let guys, you know, he didn't take guys out and switch and do a bunch of stuff that ends up allowing them to go on a run. He stuck with the guys that were having success. He did the right thing. But this one hurt. This one hurt. It hurt, and it hurt bad. Malik is not worth $14 million in my opinion. Consistent players deserve bags. 3-and-D guys. Guys who still give you something on defense. The 3-and-no-D era is over. Yeah, he hasn't been very good. I keep holding out that this guy will turn it around because he is a very streaky shooter. But I mean, it's been like 12 games and he's had like 3 good ones. At some point, you know, it's like, all right, he just doesn't have it. You know, maybe he turns it around. I'm hoping he does. I want him to, right? Like, I don't want to just assume that he doesn't. I really do. I hope that he does, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes with him. I mean, you still keep his salary because it's a tradable salary. It'd be an expiring $16 million. So you can make some moves in the offseason or something like that. So you do keep him because again, it's like he has 16.5 million, something like that. So, you know, if you need to, you try to work out a deal. Lakers will have 2 first-round picks and like 30+ million in tradable salary. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, that was rough. You can't foul. You can't do that. That was a soul cruncher. Yeah, it was. That one hurt. It did. He didn't solely lose us the game, but that was not good. That's not what you need. That was really, really rough. I saw that coming too. I mean, as soon as we missed that free throw, as soon as AD missed that free throw, you knew, like, okay, that's it. Like, there it goes. Why wasn't Vandalorian on Kyrie? Because he was killing him early. Dennis Schroeder was actually making things difficult. They were running out on him. Look, Darvin Ham stuck with the guys that got us the lead back, that came back, got us the lead. I mean, that's what you do. You stick with the guys that are winning. You're trying to win the game. As soon as you start messing with stuff, all of a sudden everything just goes bad. And it's like, no, you stick with the guys that were getting the job done. Yeah, I did too. As soon as he missed the free throw, I was like, yep, here it comes. It is. It was ridiculous. The rest of the bottom of the West is flailing, so we didn't lose any ground really. We didn't, but this was a game where you had a real chance to gain ground. hey, relax. We will get the next game. That's what we got to do. It's what we got to do. Get the next game. Brush it off. Move on. Season isn't over. Let's relax. The regard lineup is back. I mean, yeah, that's what got us back into the game. They ran 3 guards. You run 3 guards. Like, it's a simple formula. It's not rocket science. I understand some people don't understand how the game works, but leave it up to AD to sell the clutch again. What it was, 3rd, 4th loss because AD can't close a game at the line. Not to mention his stupid ass 3-point fouls when the game was already won. Dude, as soon as he went to the free throw line, I was petrified. I was like, I genuinely was, because you're spot on. I mean, this is now like the 3rd or 4th time where he's been at the line with a chance to close, and at least not even he's had games or chances to win games, but not even win this game. Just make it so they can't beat us. If they make that shot at the end and AD makes his free throws, then it happens. You get into overtime and you figure it out, right? But this situation, like, again, you're right, you're spot on. This is now the 3rd or 4th time that Anthony Davis has been at the free throw line with a chance to basically ice the game and put it away, and failed to do so. This was rough. Season's not over, but damn, this one hurt. Let's just stay focused and get to our main goal. Swizzy, thank you so much. You're spot on. Yeah. I mean, look, the season isn't over. You got a long way to go. But this one definitely did hurt. This hurt, and this hurt bad, real bad. But it's you just got to brush it off, man. You just got to brush it off and ride it into the next one. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But again, thank you. We now cannot make no excuses for the Lakers. We were better than the old team. We trusted D'Lo for what trade. AD, I'll rather have. I mean, there is no excuse. We lost the game. When an AR and Dennis all played well, yeah. You lose to the Rockets because he doesn't play, and then he comes back and does this nonsense. I feel it. It hurts. Yeah, on your home court, it sucks. It hurts. I'm with you. I feel that. Up 4, I wanted us to foul before they shot the ball. I know, but I mean, when you're up 4, you can't really foul. I mean, and you got what you wanted. I mean, AD did foul. So, I mean, you got what you wanted, but no. I mean, again, you just don't foul. You let them. If he makes that shot, he makes that shot. I don't know why you did that. Yeah, AD read the wrong script. Nobody wanted this win tonight. I miss LeBron. Yeah, they did what they wanted. Rush chilling right now, right? AD blew it in the last minute. Yeah, that was rough. D'Lo was horrible. Beasley was horrible. We got to get these guys to make shots, and they did the opposite. Yeah, guys got to get it. Guys got to get done. We can't lose to Orlando. Absolutely cannot lose to Orlando. After that, AD just did foul on a 3-point play and leaves Cleaver wide open. I hate AD. I don't know why he decided to contest that hard anyway. I still don't give up. Yeah, you can't give up. Look, if they don't make it, they don't make it. But the season is not over. You still have a long way to go. Still 11 games left. We're fine. Would help if we made 80s. When the season's over, we'll talk about the season being over. Would help if we made free throws. Yeah, I mean, when you miss free throws, that's how it goes. When guys can't make free throws, this is the result that you get. That's just how it goes. We would have blown them out if we made free throws. Like if we would have made half of them, we would have won by double digits. Half of the ones that we missed, and instead we did what we always do, and it's just rough. This was a real blown opportunity by the Lakers, and they blew it. They blew it. As simple as that. Hang on, there we go. Got another super chat. Thank you, Johnny. Winning's effort went in vain. Yeah, dude, Winning was great today. Like Winning, if we would have won, Winning deserved the game ball. Winning was hustling. He was doing everything he could. That guy was doing everything. So yeah, you got to really credit Winning and his effort. He was trying. But Man, y'all better start talking shit about D'Lo. Like I said, he sold today. Get the 8 seed. Yeah, got it. It's all you got to do. Like I said, the idea of the 6 seed, in my opinion, is over. We're not getting the 6 seed. That dream just went out the window. But we still can get the 7-8 seed. We still look good. D'Lo and role players aren't responsible for the front office coach and AD plus LeBron injury this year. Yeah, I mean, look, you don't lose a game on just one guy, but this was rough. Lock the Lakers in a gym and shoot free throws till the next game. Yes, absolutely. No, I feel it. AD was rough. This thing's so bad. Yeah. They don't even need Bron scoring. They need help. They need his passing and defense. Yeah, they need like everything that he provides right now. It's rough. 80 foul behind 3-point line was insanely stupid. It was absolutely. Yeah, no excuses. No excuses. Yeah, LeBron should be back soon. That'll help. It's bad if AR is missing free throws. Seriously, I mean, it was contagious tonight. It's what it was. It was contagious, like literally contagious. Yeah, I mean, you know how it goes. Let's see. This is on Ham for putting TBJ on Kyrie for 3/4 of the game. Anyway, I'm so tired of people blaming Ham for everything. This wasn't on Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham isn't shooting free throws. Like, it's ridiculous. Not everything is on Darvin Ham. God, some people are it's just goofy. It's so silly. Darvin Ham didn't foul Kleber on a 3. Like, is that Darvin Ham's fault? Darvin Ham did his job. He kept the guys in the game that got the lead back and then extended the lead. And instead of trying to make changes and doing all this stuff, he kept them in the game. Darvin Ham did everything that he was supposed to do as a coach. Like, God, you can't blame Darvin Ham for everything. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Did AD foul him? Yeah, that was rough. Dennis was good on defense. He was. Dennis did his job. Like I said, I mean, there were guys that did a good job and stepped up and played their part. But, like, it's just, this is a game that it's inexcusable. You can't lose a game like this. You just can't. You can't lose a game on just errors, missing free throws, fouling a 3-point shooter. If he makes it, he makes it. If he makes it, let him make it. If he makes it, pat him on the ass and say, good shot, man. Like, damn, that was a good one. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. Like, it's how it goes. But it is. It's a rough loss. AD's got to do a better job. Everybody's got to do a better job. And credit Schroeder. Kyrie was, he's playing like Kyrie today. I mean, Kyrie's Kyrie for a reason, right? I mean, he's a top guy in this league for a reason. He's a wizard for a reason. But yeah, you know how it goes. Electric, thank you so much for Super Chat. LeBron is the only intelligent player with Reeves on the team. They need him back for moments like these. Beasley needs to get benched till Brown gets back. At this point, I think you got it. I know, like, I get Darvin Ham wants to keep continuity with the bench, which I do understand. Or not the bench and the starters, which I do understand that. I do get the idea with that, because that was the big thing. Like, we had so many roster changes, so many starting lineup changes. I get he wants to keep some relevant consistency, but it's just like, at some point, it's like we need somebody that can get us ahead, although, like, today, I thought he did a good job of, like, okay, Beasley didn't have it, keep him out. Like, I felt like he gave Beasley an opportunity to hit a couple shots, because, again, he is a streaky shooter, so you want him to have opportunities to hit shots, and he just did it. So you take it, you move on, and you go in stride. But got to do something. Because this is rough. Bree coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 80 doesn't make bad fouls often. It'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not like, 80 is 80. But it's just, it hurts. Like, you can't do this stuff. You know what I mean? We got to hold him accountable. But it's just, man, he You got to let him shoot. You got to shoot that. But also, he's got to make his free throws. Like that's what drives me crazy. Like, okay, you make it up, you take the L, okay, or you take the L on the made three or the fouls. Okay, then go to the free throw line, make your free throws, and then all is right in the world again, right? Like that's what kind of hurts, right? Because it's just like, man, like, yeah, he doesn't make these kind of errors often, but still, it's just it hurts. It does. It hurts, and it hurts bad. But again, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I lost my spot. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see. Season is not over. God. We aren't fine. We are so up and down. We don't have consistency. It's bad. That's a problem. We got to get more consistent. We got to do a better job consistency. I'm with you. While Rui doesn't play more. Rui was great tonight. But like I said, I mean, you had a group of guys that literally got us back into the game and then got a big lead. You don't change that. Like, you could have put Rui back in, but who were you taking out at that point? Like, who were you going to remove from that game at that point? So free throws, period. Yeah, it's exactly what it was. Free throws. You don't make free throws, you don't win games. That's how it goes. Let's see. Season is not over. God, some of these people are hilarious. AD can't carry a team without LeBron. Real talk. I mean, I guess. Vando should have guarded Kyrie. Schroeder was fine on Kyrie. You weren't stopping Kyrie. Kyrie had Vando on him at one point and wasn't doing. This L is on AD and D'Lo. Yeah, they got to step up. You got to be better than that. Let's see. Ham played D'Lo the entire fourth quarter, attributed to nothing. Why not put Troy Brown out there? He's an idiot. It had nothing to do with that. Troy, it was the ball. It was the ball creation. It was the penetration. Like, again, watch the games. I understand some people don't understand it, but man, you can't cheat the game. You miss all those things, and this is what gets you. Exactly. It's exactly how it goes. The West keeps coming back to the Lakers. Unfortunately, they don't take advantage. That's my problem. Is like, how many, like, the West is doing literally everything in their power to give the Lakers an opportunity to get back in and make something happen. And repeatedly, the Lakers just keep blowing these opportunities. And it's like, how many chances are you supposed to get before it's just like, it's just like you don't get those chances anymore. And that's becoming a real problem for the Lakers. We saw that with the Timberwolves, and now this game, it's just it's rough. It hurts. But anyway, Charles coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Is it me, or does every time we play a team that has someone out mysteriously gets healthy enough to come back play? That's exactly how it goes. Every single time. Every single time. Every time we have a guy that is out for like a week straight, boom, they come back, and every time they kill us, right? That's just how it goes. That's how it goes, man. Johnny, thank you again for super chat. It's fine, Laker fans. Bad stretches happen. Patience. Yeah. Like I said, it's not over like people are trying to make it seem. It's fine. It's just, it hurts. These games hurt. These games really hurt. But we need to investigate AD sports betting. That was a good one. I still think starting lineup needs to be D'Lo, Troy, Rui, Vando, AD. I'm tired of Beasley at worst. I think you gotta, at this point, I think you gotta start swapping Beasley. He's just not doing it. I think Eddie House is right when he said some Lakers would be feeling some kind of way that their best player did not demand to play every must-win game down the stretch of the season. I mean, again, it's not up to AD. I don't know why the team would be upset when doctors told him he can't play. 5 for 20 from 3. We shot better with Westbrook. Yeah, seriously. Didn't Beasley just have an amazing game against the Pelicans on the road? Am I missing something? Yeah, he did, but he's the last 6 games, he's had 1 out of 6 that have just been decent. The other ones have just been bad, man. He's not been good. Lack of consistency. Let's see. They have to keep everyone for trade value. Exactly. Yeah, you can't unload guys. You got to keep them. No 3-pointers. Also, we sucked at threes. Mavs hitting lucky threes. Can't even hit open threes and free throws. Yeah, it just wasn't a good shooting night. It just wasn't. This was a shooting night that was just rough. It really was. It was rough. The team literally tell D-Ham the players can't practice, aka stop blaming on him. Exactly. Like it's not up to Anthony Davis when a doctor says, hey, he can't play back-to-back games. Could the organization go against that? Sure. And then Anthony Davis gets hurt, and what is everyone going to say? Why did you have Anthony Davis play back-to-back games when you knew he could have gotten hurt? It's the same thing over and over again. Like it's a catch-22. No matter what they do, they're people are going to be upset about it. So you do the right thing. AD sits, and other guys got to step up. Other guys got to step up. And other guys haven't stepped up. That's what it boils down to. That's how it goes. Electric coming in hot, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I can't even lie. D'Lo is unathletic, cost is big. I mean, well, D'Lo did. I mean, we needed D'Lo bad for this game. We needed other guys to step up, and they just didn't. But I don't think the unathletic thing, I don't think really matters. I mean, he's crafty. He's more hardened than Westbrook. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't mind it, and it is a nice change of pace. It is a good change of pace. It is solid, but it's just he's got to hit shots, man. He's got to figure out ways to be effective. Johnny coming in out, $2 super chat. Orlando Center is going to kill us. Just watch Bull. Yeah, Bull. He's gonna end up having like some crazy monster game. I could see. We're the 10th seed right now, and no, it's not over. We're still only a game out of playing. It's over, my guy. Oh, you already said that. D'Lo and AD should really be running the Lakers. We can't never protect our home. People come see us just keep killed. Yeah, we have a good home record this year. We are. It is rough. Yes, it is rough. Let's break down how dumb AD is. First, he fouled on a 3-point shot, then a missed free throw to make it a 2-point game. Then he looks at Kyrie stuck, sees Cleva open, knowing a 3-point shot beats him, and it drops. Yep, that's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. Not just AD, but Austin. I mean, Austin Reeves made the ones down the stretch that matter. But yes, he missed a lot of free throws too. Everyone missed free throws. This was just a bad free throw shooting game. We should win against Magic, but yeah, I mean, we should beat the Magic. I still think you can beat the Suns without KD. So now I think realistically, we go probably 3-2 on this home stretch, which is not what we wanted. Like I was really hoping we'd go 4-1. But like I said, I thought we had to get the Dallas game. And we didn't get the Dallas game. I mean, granted, we could still go 4-1, but I think realistically, we'll probably drop another game. But you got to beat Orlando. You got to beat them on Sunday. You got to get that done. Luckily, Lakers have done a good job of beating the teams that they should beat, right? Like they've done a good job of beating outside of the Rockets, but they didn't have Anthony Davis. But for the most part, they have shown that they can beat the bad teams, I guess. It's just like the good to meaty middle of the pack teams that are the problem. Shep coming out the $5 super chat. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. It's on AD. He should be having 40 a night with no LeBron. I agree. I mean, he does. He needs to have these bigger games. And it's just the poor decisions. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he gave us 26 and 10. So I mean, you can't get too much on him, but like, it's just like, dude, you got to make your free throws, especially late in games. This is now the third or fourth time that he just has been at the line in a very crucial, very important moment and just dropped the ball. Just drop the ball entirely. And we can't have that. We can't afford that. We can't risk that. And it's unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, Anthony Davis, he's got to be better, man. He really does. He's got to be better. I don't know why they were forcing shots either. They do. They got to run a better offense. I mean, they were collapsing on ID and making things difficult. So guards got to get better play. But like D'Lo had 2 shots that were just like great looks, and he just didn't hit them. Remember, guys, every unit Coach Ham was throwing out there was getting beat. It was the fourth quarter unit of Dennis Schroeder-Reeves winning that finally got us rolling. They earned to stay on the floor. Exactly, Sam. Exactly. It's exactly what happened. Yeah, D'Lo did. D'Lo had some great passes. He still did some good things, but I mean, he had a horrible shooting night, and we need him. This is the second game. He was 5 of 15 the other night, and he was 5 of 17 tonight, 0 of 6 from 3. Just that's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. It's really not. Let's see. Losing to this terrible Mavs Lukeless team is depressing. Their numbers are better with Kyrie. Like, people forget that. Like, that's why I was like, if Kyrie comes, we should still win that game, but it's gonna be tough. People forget as soon like Kyrie went 3-0 or 4-0 with this team, when he first got traded. Like, that was when he first got traded. They're actually really good with Kyrie Irving. Really good with Kyrie Irving. But again, it's just, it's one of those things. It sucks. What else? Electric coming in out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Ankle sprain, probably Lakers can make 7 AC. Yeah, I mean I don't want injuries on anybody. You know what I mean? Knock on wood. Hopefully, because isn't he supposed to get reevaluated tomorrow? Hopefully, it's nothing major. No, because I don't want to see injuries to people. But that said, that's huge for the Lakers and just in general. Luckily, the Warriors still have a crazy road stretch, and they can't win a road game to save their lives. So, I mean, look, like I said, I still believe we get the 7th or 8th seed. I think the 6th seed is likely a fantasy at this point. You never know. Lakers go on a nice little run. LeBron comes back. Guys keep losing the way that they're losing. Maybe you get in there, but I think realistically, I think that we're probably looking at the 7th, 8th seed now, which sucks. But thank you. I appreciate that. AD pretty gave Kleber 36 points in the last 10 seconds. Yeah, basically. Let's see. I know. I feel that. Let's see. Can't miss all those free throws. Agreed. You really can't. You can't afford it. Why not sign another big if AD sits out second of back-to-back? I don't know why they didn't do that either. Tyler said Ant Davis is proving he can carry this team to the playoffs. When he has monster games, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the guy still had 26 and 10. This wasn't just on Anthony Davis. Like, you're making it sound like Anthony Davis solely lost us the game. No, missed free throws lost us the game. Not finishing your defense assignments lost us the game. Yes, Anthony Davis made 2 bad plays down the stretch, but he should never even have been in that position, right? Like, it's just Anthony Davis, when he's playing at a monster level, can absolutely lead us to a team. When he's playing to that level, he absolutely can. He still gave us 26 and 10. Like, you're acting like he showed up and gave us 5 and 2. Like, like, I get it. You always want to like, oh, I got him. You always want to, I got a Tyler a moment, but it's always an illogical argument. Like, if you're going to make an argument, at least make it make sense. My question is, why did D'Lo shoot that shot when he could have drawn out the shot clock even more? I mean, he was wide open, and there was like 7 seconds left. So, I mean, he could have drawn out like 3 more seconds. I don't think that really would have made a difference the way it played out. But, I mean, you never know. The Lakers are stupid for not fouling out Kyrie with 5 fouls, LeBron bully. I mean, but that's easier said than done. Of course, it's like, get Kyrie out of the game. But, guys, he has to actually, 1, the ref actually has to call it. 2, he actually has to commit a foul. And 3, it's hard when he's just moving out of the way. Let's see. Loki had a feeling Beasley would suck. He's not a starter by any means. Playing in LA is different. D'Lo's decent as a third option. Like I still think D'Lo's fine as a third option at best, but he's never been him. Dude isn't athletic enough. Look, D'Angelo Russell, like I said repeatedly, he is. If he's your best player, you're in trouble. If he's good, he's arguably one of the best third guys there is, right? Because one, he's also not going to be taking 17 shots a game, very likely, unless he's on fire, unless he's actually hitting. But for the most part, a guy being a playmaker, a guy that can get the basket, score at all 3 levels, which he's proven he can do. But as a third option, he's great. But as the second option on some nights, like that Knicks game, right? That Knicks game, he had 33 points and like 9 assists, and he was the only guy that showed up in that game. We've had a couple games like that, but it's just rough. It is rough. Exactly. AD's been holding it down. Look, he had a bad sequence. He had a bad moment. Absolutely, no doubt about it. But this loss, like people are acting like this, like AD was the only reason we lost this game. Yeah, you can't lose that game. But everyone, get to LA and doesn't bring the shooting with them. Yeah, seriously. Everybody. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Have you noticed our fast break points have went down since traded Russ? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Russ was a one-man fast break, and you don't have LeBron James, who's the other one-man fast break. So, usually that goes. Yeah, exactly. How's it going? We'll be fine against Orlando. I like D'Lo as an off guard and shooter at the point. It's defensively becomes a problem at times. Let's see. Y'all do know even Steph has bad shooting. That's right. Yeah, I know. Are we going to get the 8th seed? I think we still get the 7th or 8th seed. I think the 6th seed is very likely out at this point, but I do think we have a real shot at the 7th or 8th seed still. I don't think this game is on AD. I know he could have played better, and as a team, best players should come through, but it happens. I look at this game since the trade, not just one. Yeah, I mean, again, guys didn't make free throws, and when guys don't make free throws, when guys, aren't hitting shots, I mean, it's not solely on one guy. Anthony Davis, can do everything. Doesn't mean you're going to win games. Fouling Kleber and splitting free throws. Why did the ball go to Dennis or Reeves at the end anyways? I don't know. I wish that they would have had Dennis or Reeves just go and attack. I don't know why they did that too. This wax was the dumbest loss ever. I don't. To LeBron, I'll come back. D'Lo Arias ain't doing nothing. Really had 11 points, and he's our starter. Yeah, I mean, guys have it. I mean, he had 33 in the Knicks game and was the only one that showed up. I mean, it's not, guys didn't show up. And another thing, D'Lo was on a higher seed before he got traded and was happy to be able to help us get that 13 seed. That's the last dude y'all need to be blaming. It's true. He was in a higher seeded team and helping lead that team before he went to Lakers. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Sorry, I'm trying to find a comment that's like actually not insane. Like, we're not winning any more games until LeBron comes back. Like, relax. They just showed the Pacers 3. Either save the game, being smart, or clutch, and he was neither. Yeah, that hurt. They can still get the 6th seed since Golden State's going to crumble. Can they? Yes, of course. I just personally don't think they will. Like, I think this win, if we got this win, I really think we probably would have gotten the 6th seed, or at least would have been locked. Um, you know, something like that. But I just I think that this basically ruined any chance, because I mean, Dallas, Luka is going to be back eventually. They're probably going to win more games, and now they have the tiebreaker over us. Minnesota, we'll see how much they fall now without Ant-Man, but they don't, like, they have some pretty easy games down the stretch that they could probably still win. I just, there's a lot. I still think we absolutely get the 7th or 8th seed, but I think the 6th seed, it's really tough, really, really tough. But Electric, appreciate you coming in hot with Super Chat. Do you think AR-15 should start? How would that look? I mean, they could. I personally, I really like Reeves in that gap spot. I really do. I think he just makes that team work in that gap spot, because you have him come in with that bench unit. He kind of leads the bench unit. He can take over if we need him to, get guys going if we need him to. He can kind of just play to what is the game calling for right now? And just can kind of insert himself, help, with the scoring and just playmaking of the bench unit. But he can also play with the starting unit and close games and stuff like that. So I personally like him in that bench role. Like, when LeBron gets back, I wouldn't mind them going say, go D'Lo, Troy Brown, like go D'Lo, Brown, Vanderbilt, LeBron, and AD. Like, give you some more defense. Troy Brown gets to go to what his actual position is, which is a shooting guard. That's just what he's better suited for, and he's been one of our better 3-point shooters. So you get him. You got D'Lo. So now you got defense, you got size, you got length. I mean, your smallest guy would be D'Lo at that point at like 6'4", 6'5". So I wouldn't mind something like that. You go that route, and then and then have like off the bench Schroeder, Beasley, Reeves, Winion, and Rui and Winion. That, like that, I think that'd be good, and you kind of can run like a faster shooting type set. Go with something like that. But I like personally, I like AR in that spot, in the gap spot. I just see losses as team losses. I don't blame individual players, even when I recognize and acknowledge a particular player or players could have been better, but team win and lose. Agreed. Team, you never have a loss on one. That's why I always get it's why it's irritating when people are like, "Oh, we lost because of this." But I get it's frustrating. Anthony Davis absolutely sold at the end of the game, but we should have never even have been in that position. If everyone made their free throws, or even half of them, it wasn't just Anthony Davis that missed free throws. Even Austin Reeves missed free throws. There's a lot that goes into that. Guys were missing assignments. There was all kinds of things going on. Teams win, teams lose. Let's see. The difference is we don't have the games to just drop because of regular ups and downs. That's why the spotlight is on them. No, I agree. We cannot afford to keep losing games like this. We absolutely cannot afford to keep losing games like this. We're already too far behind on the 8 ball, and now we're trying to play catch up. It just makes things really tough. Do you have to understand Laker fans are spoiled? We feel a certain way after tough loss. No, I get it. I completely get. We have had the luxury of being, the Lakers, but this team is still a solid team. We're still trying. There's a lot of factors that go into this. You know what I mean? Again, my thing is just the over exaggeration. I don't mind when people are like, "Man, that was a tough loss," or "Man, what is AD doing?" The foul. I said the same thing, but when people are like, "Every loss is on Darvin Ham," it's what? Or every loss was on Russ. People always want to find that one person to blame. They always are after every game, they're always scouring and going, "Okay, well, who can I blame today?" It was Russell Westbrook for the longest time. Now it's Darvin Ham. Now it's Anthony Davis. Next time we lose, it'll be whomever. It's like always like, and it's just not how basketball works. Like it's either you don't understand how basketball works or you're just in your emotions and in your feelings and just being over dramatic. So it's one of those two. It's literally nothing else. You are either being over dramatic and thinking and blaming only one person because you need somebody to blame, or you don't understand the game of basketball and understand that it takes 5 guys on the court at a time to win and lose a game. It's not one, they're not playing one-on-one basketball. So it's literally one of those two things. That's where my issue lies. I hate the chat after I feel it, man. I do too. Like when we win, it's great. Like the chats are always the greatest. Like it is so much fun. But whenever we lose, it's just like, man, like I genuinely dread it. I'm like, here we go. Like, man. Let's see. Dennis throwing 2 lobs into the crowd didn't help either. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't wish injuries either. Ant is one of my favorite players. Just saying. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't look at it like that. Electric, you're good. You're spot on. You're 100% right. Like it does help. It's just I just wanted to clarify, before I jumped in and said like, yeah, that helps. Let's see. Sorry. AD improving that he can't run a team by himself. Giannis built different. I mean, Giannis is the best player on the planet for a reason. Nobody is regularly saying Anthony Davis is the best player on the planet. I mean, that's the difference. That's the big difference. So Walker is clearly better than Beasley, man. This guy is terrible at defense. He's negative unless he shoots the lights out. I mean, I don't know if Walker's better. I mean, he might be better at like getting to the rim and scoring, but Walker's rough too at times. If we weren't under 500 for 2 seasons straight, D'Lo and Beasley missing shots wouldn't be a highlight. Oh no, absolutely. I get it. It's like it's part of the over exaggeration without a doubt. It's not all just one guy, AD, but when you're the man in your team, might not make the playoffs. A good game is not enough. Need to kill him. No, I completely understand that. When you're the guy on the team, you take the most accountability, right? Like, if LeBron doesn't show up for a game and they lose, LeBron gets the blunt of the blame because he's the guy. It's part of being a franchise guy, being the guy on a team. And so, like I said, I have no problems with people saying, Anthony Davis sold or Anthony Davis didn't show up or whatever. All of those things I get. I completely get and I completely understand. It's just, again, it's the over exaggerations at times that just drive me crazy. Like, LeBron's made several this year alone. Have you only watched the last 3 games? Do you remember earlier in the season when we were down 1 and LeBron was dribbling the clock out and then does a step back 3 when he's 0 of 7? Like, what are you like, Mark? Are you like, have you only watched the games that LeBron hasn't played? Like, dude, the first half of the season, LeBron lost us probably 7 of our first 12 games. Like, how many games did he have where he wasn't being aggressive? He wasn't attacking the rim. He was taking fadeaway 3s at the end. Like, what are you talking about? Like, LeBron sold a lot this year. Missed plays, missed opportunities, missed defensive assignments. He had a game against, who was it, Portland, where they just backdoored him, and he just completely missed the opportunity. Like, have you ever watched LeBron James? The last 2-3 years, LeBron has had several games in which he lost the game. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, LeBron has bad games. Like, I know, I get it. Everyone wants to, LeBron, but LeBron has bad games too. Like, it happens. Like, I think LeBron is the greatest player to ever play the game. But even Jordan had bad games. Like everybody has bad games, but to sit here and make a statement, like again, you're always trying to like get a I got a Tyler moment. And every time you try, you just make yourself look silly. I don't understand why you keep trying. Like, I mean, if you enjoy the just being wrong, sure. Like, but come on, man. You keep trying to get these like I gotcha moments, and you never have a real argument. It's always just something that shows me you have no basketball IQ or you don't watch the games. It's one or the other. Like it's crazy, crazy. But regardless, oh my god, that's funny. That is funny. But anyway, wait, we got Hannah. Let me pull out a couple super chats. Let's see. There we go. Okay, here we go. Thank you. So first one is Johnny coming in hot with $2 super chat. LeBron has bad games. Calm down, LeBron fans. Exactly. It's ridiculous. Like, oh my God, he's had several this year. Several. He had a game. He had the one game against who was it? The Warriors, where he had like 12 points and shot like 5 of 12 or something like that, like or 5 of 15, something like that. Like he's had a game here. We won the game, luckily, but he still had a bad. Like LeBron has bad games. Like no one ever wants to. Anytime I ever try to like criticize LeBron for just having bad stretches, like people like lose their minds. Like you can't. Like no, he's 38. He's like he still plays basketball. He has bad games. Anthony Davis, thank you for the super chat. I wish you wouldn't have fouled on the 3, and I wish you would have made your free throws. But hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're awesome. Don't forget, Lakers towel boy didn't put enough effort in. Facts, Bucko. Facts. Oh my God. Lakers girls didn't cheer enough. That's exactly what happened. You know what? I was just pissed earlier. I think the Lakers are going to make the play-in, but they need more effort from AD and D'Lo. Yeah, look, I don't see them missing the play-in entirely, but there's a big difference between the 9th and 10th seed and the 7th and 8th seed, right? We cannot get into that. We cannot get into that 9-10 seed. It just makes it so hard. Like, could we still make the playoffs? Absolutely. I still like our chances. But, like, if you have just a bad shooting night or a team has a just ridiculous, Portland game where they just shot like 80% from 3. Like, if you have something like that, like, that's it. You're done. It's just, it makes things so tough, makes things so difficult. So I really want that 7-8 seed because at least you have 2 chances to win one. And you'd also, if you win that first game, you get like 3 days rest, whatever. Player fans never hold their fave players accountable. That's true. They don't. I see that a lot. I see a lot of people that are just clearly LeBron fans, and they just never want to hold LeBron accountable or, whomever. Which I that's not me. If you don't want to, that's fine. But I feel as somebody that has a YouTube channel that has to, be fair and remove my biases, I guess. I try my best, to do so. That's why if somebody has a bad game, I try to have a bad game. I also try not to like let myself get too over the top, where it's like, it's all because of this person. It's all because of that person. But I try to, if somebody had a bad game, they had a bad game, right? Like D'Lo, AD with his moments. It's a 2-game swing with the loss. Yeah, no, it is. And that's why it hurts. That's why it hurts. It's true though. They not winning any more games. LeBron going to have to take over. So you don't think they're going to win the next? They're going to win no other games until LeBron gets back, which probably won't be till Chicago. So then LeBron's not coming back. If you really believe that, LeBron is not coming back because that means we would be 8 games under 500. That is it. If you really believe that, you should probably stop watching Laker games. Dude, they can't stop playing. It was a lefty forward on that team, which was on Dallas. I'm trying to think of who was in because they have like 3 guys that are lefties. you play the hand that's dealt. Man, I miss Kobe so much. Yeah. Hey, Patrick Beverly, your Bulls is better than Lakers so far. AR shouldn't start. He's better on the bench when Reeves starts. He's horrendous. I just like him in the like I said, the gap position. I really do. I like him in the gap position. We just hold players up to their potential. We not bitches over here. I like these dudes who ride on a player's nuts no matter what. Yeah, I have no problem. You should hold people accountable. You should hold players accountable. You absolutely should. I miss slam ball. Right? They need to bring that back. Thanks. Let's see. I did say he's part of the big three because he is our big three. It doesn't mean like there's levels to big three. I mean, there's like, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and that. But usually teams are held to like, who are your three best players? That's your big three. I mean, analysts, everybody. Who are your three? D'Lo is part of those three. You weren't talking like this when D'Lo had 33 and 9 against the Knicks, right? And shot 70% from the field. He has a bad game and all of a sudden he's trash. Like it's goofy behavior. Relying on TBJ with minimum wage again. For Bradley, I don't want Bradley Beal. I would rather keep D'Lo and Bamba than get Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, one, he's not a very good three pusher. Two, that guy, he's making $50 million a year, and his knees are already going out. He's already missing like whatever it is, 70 games a season. Like I want them to stay as far away from Bradley Beal as possible. Let's see. I mean, Beal is a 30-point per game scorer, but it's just he has a lot of missed games. It's just I don't know. I want them to stay away. People already lose their minds because Anthony Davis misses 40 games a year. Imagine what happens when Beal misses 40 games a year on top of that. Let's see. Should have AD play against Houston, keep him in rhythm. I mean, I get it, but when a doctor says, "Hey, can't play," it's what it is. We should be scaring teams in our home, but teams scaring us out our home facts. Yeah, that's not fun. Gotta hold home court. You have to. They got Kendrick, Jeffrey, Jordan, none. Yeah, face. I do believe Beal, not Kyrie, will be more of a target for Pelinka. Just a feeling. I mean, look, if Beal becomes available, the Lakers will absolutely trade for Bradley Beal. I just personally don't want them to. And I like Beal. I just think he's not it. It's not one-on-one, Tyler. It's not. It isn't. People act like it's a one-on-one game out there, and we just lost. I feel you, Os. Well, thank you, James. I appreciate you. But I mean, seriously, that's literally what it boils down to. Either people that are having those over-exaggerated comments either don't understand the game of basketball and realize that it's 5-on-5, or they're being over-dramatic. Those are literally the only two options. There is no other option. It's a 5-on-5 game, or you're being over-dramatic. Like, that's what it boils down to. You ride together, you die together. Bad boys for life. Facts. I know this is a casual take, but AD really doesn't have the inner anger and passion to win at all costs. We need to expel everything we have, and he's taking plays. I mean, could he be tougher? Sure. But I mean, he is who he is, and he is enough to win games if other guys step up. Again, it's a Bible. I mean, he gave us 26 and 10. I mean, it's tough as hell to move on to the next game with losses like this. It's heartbreaking. It is. This was a tough loss. Wouldn't never have lost. We actually haven't beaten Dallas in LA since that 2020 season, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we just win the next game. Yeah, exactly. It's all right. Shit happens. You take the L, you roll with the punches, take the L, and you move on. That's how it works. It's how it works. Can't dwell on it, especially the players. Can't dwell on it. Let guys, deal with what they deal with. But and I got a couple more super chats, which I appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much. Seriously. Electric coming in hot with $5 super chat. Thank you again. I really appreciate that. I can't even lie. This game hurt way more than the Rockets. Oh, without a doubt, this game hurt. AD just kind of pisses me off sometimes with his errors. You know, I'm not a hater, but man, no, look, I feel it. Like I was screaming at the TV when AD fouled that guy. Like I was a little kid, you know, when they lose a video game and throw the remote. And like that was me. I was losing my shit. I was so mad. Okay. Like I'm telling you, I probably would be people would see me in a completely different light if they got to watch me play watch these Laker games. I mean, seriously, it's rough. But you know, it's just we should have never even have been in that position. You make your free throws, that game is a stretch. Now I'm not even talking about AD's miss at the end. I'm talking about like throughout the course of the game. It was a combination from just several people, you know. Um, but just it hurt. It hurts. It does. Johnny coming in out the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Shaking my head. Mo Bamba. Why didn't we trade for a center that is not injury prone? Cough, cough, Plumlee. I felt like Pat Bev and Lonnie Hornet package was better. I mean, we could have. It just what was really available. I mean, I think is what it boils down to, and what was the reasonable ask. You know, like the Magic were essentially willing to just give him away. You know, maybe they didn't want Lonnie and Pat Bev. You know, maybe the Hornets just didn't want that. I don't know. It could have been a multitude of things. You know, we're not behind the scenes, so it's kind of hard to know what was said, what were the conversations, how did things work, you know, all of that stuff. So, but I don't know. Well, all we can do is wait and see, right? Wolves, Knicks, Houston, and now Dallas. Which of these games did we just get outplayed? Yeah, it's I mean, all of them is what it came down to. We need to expel everything we have in the tank, and guys must play it. Yeah, gotta win these games. But Mark, you never watch, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, I genuinely think LeBron James is the greatest player ever, but he's been rough the last couple of years. LeBron was going crazy at the start of the season. He was not going crazy at the start of the season. I mean, he had 30-point games and stuff like that. But if you actually looked at the numbers and you watch those games, I mean, it's all documented here on this channel. You can go back and look. I mean, we had numerous live streams where we were all yelling that, man, LeBron sold that game. Like, I mean, turnovers, step back threes when he's 0-7 from three, not being aggressive and physical, getting to the hoop. Like, there was a lot of things that LeBron was just not very good at early on in the year. He got better as the year progressed, but man, LeBron was rough. Yes, was he giving you a 30-point game? Like, if you just looked at like his numbers and you're like, oh man, he's giving you 38 and 8. Like, dude, LeBron was going crazy. Sure. But if you actually looked at like the stats and actually watched those games, he was not very good. He was not. I mean, there were literal questions like, is he on a decline? Like, what's going on? I mean, he had games that we just lost because of him. But that was everybody early on. I mean, even, you know, Russ had a couple games where he just lost, you know, or just made a bad play down the stretch. Again, you didn't just lose just because of LeBron or just because of Russ, but no, just bad plays down the stretch, turnovers, terrible shot selection, whatever. I think AD is the best player on the planet when he's on. I just don't understand why he can't keep it on. Yeah, I mean, dude, when he is on, he is. He's arguably the best player on the planet. It's just, yeah, like you said, it's just keeping it on. It seems like he can't be that guy night in and night out. Although, I mean, he is leading the league in 30 and 15 games. So, I mean, that's something. But, you know, it's the consistency. Like, you know, I'd rather him have, you know, 26 and 10 every game than, you know, one game he gives you 40 and 20, and then the next game he gives you 12 and 6. To his defense, Braun kind of had two with Russ on the floor. Yeah, but I mean, he didn't have to take step back threes and when we're down one with the ball. LeBron costed them Indiana, Portland, and Denver. Yeah. Like I said, he had several games that were just really bad. It's just people trying to make points and don't know what they're talking about. I still think our Lakers will make the play, and I do too. We'll make the play, and like I'm not worried about us getting in the 9th or 10th spot. Like I'm not worried about that at all. But I am worried about like us not getting in the 7th or 8th spot. I really think we could have gotten the 6th spot if we would have won, but that didn't end up happening. LeBron played with bums. That's why he knows damn well his teammates not going to knock down the shot. So what else is he supposed to do? That wasn't the statement though. Like, yeah, Alfonso, like if you were here when I pulled up the comment and even started talking about LeBron, it wasn't like, oh, LeBron had shitty teammates and, was taking bad. No, he was like, oh, like LeBron has never done this. And it was like, yes, he has. He did it a lot this year even. Let's see. This one just hurt so bad. I am with you. It was always going to be hard. AD can't sit no more. Yeah, he's got to play. We got to get these wins, man. It is amazing how 2 points really change how we feel. Don't get me wrong. I completely understand. A 1 point loss versus a 1 point victory. And yeah, is a very big deal. Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's crazy how one shot can completely change your perspective, how you feel, what your thoughts are, everything. Change your mood, ruin your day. Like it's crazy. It really is. But some losses were on him. Yeah. LeBron still has bad days. Damn thumbs. I feel it. I just woke up in the middle of the night to see what happened. I'm sorry, Ty. I'm very sorry. I got anxiety watching the pass to him because I felt it was going to be on net. Dude, you knew it was coming too. You knew it was coming. You said what I said don't make sense to cover your BS, but if Anthony Davis does not lead us to the playoffs, then you were wrong. Cover my B. You made a statement that was wrong. Like, what do you mean? What I said, you said makes no sense just to cover my BS. You said LeBron James has never done X, and the entire chat told you were wrong. Like, what are you talking about? So if we don't make the playoffs, okay, I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong, but I'm still not making idiotic statements. Like, again, you just keep trying to like get a I got you moment, and you're just making stuff up. Like, take the time to look stuff up. I even told you that in a comment the other day. I was like, instead of taking the time to leave me a paragraph of just nonsense, why don't you use your phone? Because you have to have a phone or something because you're leaving comments. So why don't you use that to take the time to actually look stuff up and see if you're wrong instead of just leaving a comment and just looking silly? Like, you can't just take 30 seconds and look something up. Hey, has LeBron ever done this? Let me check. Oh, he has. I should probably not leave a dumb comment. Like, God. Anyway, are you telling me we were up 4 with 10 seconds left and lost? I am absolutely telling you that. That was this game, man. That was this game in a nutshell. Lakers girls have to bring better energy. It doesn't. He makes zero sense. He's got to be trolling. It's got to be what it is. The only reason I don't think he's like a troll is because like he actually does leave like normal comments sometimes, like actual exchanges. Like we've had some real conversations, but like this dude just like, I don't know if he just wants to one time in his life. Like, it's like he's like living his life to just have like, I gotcha. Ha, ha. Oh, look, you were wrong. It's like he hates that I'm always right. I don't know what it is, but he's like always leaving comments like, oh, LeBron. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, it happens more times than not. And it's been a lot lately. I don't know what it is. Like, he didn't used to leave these dumb comments. Like, now it's just like he just really wants to have like an I gotcha moment. And, but It's just, I don't know. It's silly. TBJ should be closing over Dennis. I know Dennis hit his shots, but TBJ is a threat that pulls defenses away. But Schroeder was playing some solid defense. He really was. He really was. Let's see. 80 was guarding himself. Uh, basically, boys need to rebound better. It's consistently inconsistent. Yeah, that's why they will lose playing. I think if they get to the 7th, 8th seed, I think they'll be fine. If they get to the 9th or 10th, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very nervous. The Mavs deflated the balls. They were Lakers not winning any more games. That was for them. Houston shot us down. We didn't get it back. I'm not even gonna get into that. Let's see. One word to describe the Lakers this year. Unfortunate. Yeah. That's actually a great one. There's a lot of moments like that. We've had, I mean, like that May 3 like summed up our season beautifully. Like that was just summed it up beautifully. Laker fans know them player fans. Well, Kobe fans was the same way. Yeah, that's true. Very true. I was hoping the shot was late. I was hoping it was too. It was close. That was real close. I was really hoping it was. I knew he got it off too, but I was really hoping it. Lakers should sign a center that would help not having 6'9" Gabriel at center. He played great with a lot of effort, but not big enough to guard centers like Sengun last game. Yeah, I know. I still think that they should have made a sign a center. They really should have. I don't think they're going to, but they should have. It's okay to admit your proclamation was full of baloney. My proclamation? What proclamation? That I think they're going to get into the playoffs? Is the season over? Like, why do you keep leaving dumbass comments? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Is the season over? Is it over? Is this it? Are the Lakers going home, going to the Bahamas? Or do we still have a chance to make the playoffs? If they don't make the playoffs, they don't make the playoffs. Not a proclamation that I, as a Laker fan, think they have a real chance to make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, okay, you were right. I was wrong. I thought the Lakers were going to make the playoffs, and they didn't. Oh, you got me moment. But why are you talking about it now when we still have 11 games left? Like, it's stupid. Again, leaving dumb comments that make you look dumb. It's funny. You can make an entertaining soap opera with the Lakers community. Seriously, for real, bro. Bertans, the lefty. Bertans is one. So I was wondering who it was. Is anyone else amazed at how many of these buzzer beaters are all nets? Seriously. It's because they're not thinking about it. That's what I'm saying. He's just talking just to talk now. Like, it's just like every comment he's had, it's just been bad. Tough loss. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it is. This one hurt. This one hurt. Bro, my mom could hit a half court shot if that's all she did all day. Yeah, it's true. Get it. 80 needs to get his groove back. Yeah, he does. We need him next game. We do. Ham should have subbed D'Lo off for Beasley last 2 minutes. At least Beasley plays the score, something D'Lo had trouble with in the fourth. I mean, yeah, but D'Lo was the guy that was in it when we were going on the run. Like, you're swapping one guy that's having a bad night for another, and at least D'Lo can make plays for other people. Beasley can't, so I didn't really mind that. Sad fan, Lakers, Dallas standings at 10, Los Angeles. Yeah, but hey, we're there. We'll get there. We'll get there. 80 isn't a high IQ basketball player. He can't lead a team without a floor general like LeBron too. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy. I mean, he's a center. He's a guy that needs to be set up. So you believe AD and D'Lo really finna take over Magic? Finna kill us to watch? I mean, we'll see. I don't know. The game's on Sunday. We'll see. Must suck being a new recruit to the Lakers and you sit down your first day to you're the new scapegoat. They just sit down like, hey, welcome to the Lakers. Here is your pamphlet for joining the organization. Congratulations. This is going to be your locker over here. And if you would please look this over, what is this? This is the contract of you accepting the scapegoat clause. So you are going to be publicly ridiculed for being a Laker, and all of the blame will be put on you. Welcome to the Lakers. And that's great. It sucks to be a Laker fan right now, fact. Blame game all you want. Westbrook's fault. Now AD. Reality is you can't depend on 39-year-old LeBron James and we're down to rebuild quick. It's not time to rebuild. They just did rebuild, but it is the blame game. You are right about that. Ham needs to run sets that only knock on him. It's basically offense at times. Yeah. I mean, he does it. He's really good at out of timeout calls, right? Like after Kyrie got that fifth foul, they called the timeout. I know some people didn't like that timeout. I thought it was great. You finally got the lead. You finally got back in the game. Kyrie just had a big blunder, like set up and try to extend that lead real quick and ride that momentum, draw up a play, and they did, and they executed it beautifully, and they got the bucket. So, let's see. We really need to trade Malik in a few second rounds for Buddy and get a consistent 3-point shooter. I mean, I don't know. I kind of torn towards that. I kind of feel like I'd rather keep. I feel like I'd rather keep Malik, to be honest, because he's just younger, and I think he's better defensively than Buddy Hield, but that's not saying much. Buddy Hield isn't like this great defender, but I don't know. I almost feel like I'd rather keep Malik, but I don't know. I love you, Tyler, my dude. But I believe you're living in an alternative universe instead of facing reality. But Mark, my point. Look, first off, I love you too. Like I said, we've had conversations. Like I just don't know why you keep trying to get me on this "I got you" moment when the season isn't over. What alternative universe? Facing reality. The reality is we still have 11 games and we're only one game out of the 7th or 8th seed. That's the reality. If we were 10 games out of the 7th or 8th seed, or let's say we were 10 games out of the play-in, it was we have to go win all 11 games, then I'd be like, yeah, you're right. You're spot on 100%. But, to think we can't get a game on in this 11-game stretch when we don't have LeBron, and LeBron should be coming back in a couple weeks, I don't think that's not facing reality. I think that's literally the reality we're in. We are one game out of the 7th or 8th seed. I said, I think that this blew the opportunity for us to get the 6th seed. Okay, so that's gone. But the 7th or 8th seed, we're there. It's not, I don't think it's that far-fetched. Let's see. But he's going to shit the bed there. That's my concern, too. That's my concern, too. It was 1-on-1. It was Ham versus Kid. That's why everyone's blaming him, I guess. Yeah. But even then, they have a whole coaching department, whole coaching staff. Don't want streaky 3-point shooter. I don't want Bam. Do you do the Pacers trade this offseason? Trade Mo Bamba, Malik Beasley, and 2 firsts for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Huh? Just thought. We'll talk about that in the offseason, but just thought. One thing I don't like about D'Lo is he's a good help defender, which something Westbrook. Yeah, or wasn't. Yeah, okay. I was like, there's got to be more than. Yeah, he is. D'Lo's been a lot better defensively than he has on other teams. I really do. He's been a lot better. It's just it's worth roughly $5 million. For real, Beasley only works with LeBron for spacing, which is absolute not started unless you have LeBron and AD. Yeah. Because we literally watched the Lakers lose their hope last season, and they had Westbrook, a fully healthy Westbrook. Yeah, last year sucked, but we can't hold last year to this year. We got a different team. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find something to me real quick. Hey, dude. Games like this tonight is exactly why Lakers don't have the luxury of resting AD on back-to-back nights. I feel that. But I mean, again, like, what are you supposed to do when a doctor says, "Hey, no," like, what do you do? But let me see. Beasley is a bench player, high risk props, worth mid-level at best. Yeah, but his 16.5 million expiring next season could really, you got to keep that. You got to, because that becomes a tradable asset. If, like, Bradley Beal, or there have been talks about why am I blanking on his name? Atlanta, Trae Young. There's talks about Trae Young potentially requesting a trade, and he wants to go to the Lakers. Something like that happens. Well, now you got Beasley and Mo Bamba and Davon Reed and 2 firsts. You got some seconds still you could trade. You got the seconds that you got in the Denver deal. So you got, like, 4 tradable seconds, 2 first-round picks you could trade, in like 30 something million in tradable salaries. Not saying we will, I'm not saying that will happen or anything like that, but it's not like it's something that exists. Russ is a decent defender. Yeah, this year he was really good this year. Or at least for us. I see why LeBron's not cool with AD like how he used to be. I'm with LeBron. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but I really don't. I don't know if that's true. That's just kind of hearsay, but D'Lo was all right, but he's getting killed off the ball trying to navigate screens. Yeah. Definitely one of LeBron's weakest seasons from downtown. Yeah. We absolutely need others to step up. LeBron can't do everything on his own. You need guys. You need other guys that can help. Braun had a down year. Yeah. Excuse me. Braun had a down year when he needed to be the best 3-point shooter on the team. Yeah. I told you nobody's threatened by this team. They're a joke. Majority of their fans make basketball not fun for their players. Why do you think Russ just said have fun? None of the teams outplayed us. I was saying we gave away all 4. Yeah. Oh, got it. Yeah, no, we did. You lose the games. You skipping all my messages trying to make it seem like I blamed Ham for the L. I'm not a Darvin Ham hater. I reiterated the message after. I've gone through like every message in order. I haven't skipped any messages except for like the ones that are like, stuff like this. Maybe it got lost in translation. Maybe it was like in between 2 or 3 of them, and maybe I just overlooked it. But I'm not like the only comments I'm skipping are either not to me or like I said, goofy comments like this. Russ cost us Portland. Braun cost us the first Denver away game. He wasn't good in that one. Yeah, there were a couple, definitely. Well, guys have to beat the Orlando Magic and go from there. Yep, 1 game at a time. 1 game at a time. We can't get any of these losses back. No do-overs. Exactly. Can't you got to take the L and move on. Take the L, move on. Exactly. Nobody wants to see us healthy in the playoffs. But like salute though, this one stings, but Orlando next. Like the suburb. Yes. Well, I probably should have plugged that earlier. But if you are watching this live stream and you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Take a second, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a ton to me. Hit that like button. I'm gonna wrap up here in a moment. We're going an hour and a half. I didn't even want to do like 30 minutes, but I'm glad. I'm here. Glad we're all talking. Well, I'm leaving, but Lake showing for a big run coming in the playoffs. I'm with you, Chaotic. I'm with you. I took some shots. I'm feeling good now. Good. I'm glad. I'd rather lose on a last-second shot than get blown out. True. I don't know. I mean, from like a game standpoint, yes, but like personally, at least the game is over, right? Like if we were down 30, at least like, okay, the game's over. It is what it is. But like I don't know. I feel like the game-winning shots are hurt a lot more. But I get your sentiment. I get it. Lakers in 4 facts. The Laker fans step across the line habitually. They are habitual line steppers. Um, I noticed you had a lot of energy when I said, yeah, because that was your blatant statement. Yes, of course, I was overly amped because you had this like I gotcha moment, and the I gotcha moment was wrong. Uh, oh my God. And I repeatedly have stuck up for LeBron. I have said on numerous occasions, I think LeBron James is the greatest player ever. But all those things don't mean that like we can't hold him accountable, right? Like if LeBron has a bad game, he has a bad game. Like you should be held to a higher standard. If you're the greatest player to ever play the game, shouldn't you be held to the highest of standards, right? Like shouldn't you? Like I don't like people will talk about like LeBron as if he's the greatest player ever, but then they don't want to have accountability. And I don't understand that. I just think like if you're the greatest player ever, then you should be held to the greatest player ever standard. Guys have bad games, like but that doesn't like just like when I started this live stream, I criticized AD. I was on his helmet about that. D'Lo, I went in order like I do every live stream when I start a live stream. I go through all the things, talk all my points, all that stuff before I get into the chat. I always do it. Do the same thing every live stream. You've been in plenty of live streams over the last like 10 months or whatever, 9 months. We got expectations on the Lakers. Yes. If we miss the playoffs, I don't think 80 is gone. I think 80 is gone. If we miss the playoffs, but the problem is like, who do you trade? Like, that's my thing. It's like so many people are like, oh, trade AD, trade AD. It's like, who's gonna have his level of impact when he plays? And two, like for who? Like, who are you gonna get? Lakers need to do whatever it takes to get Kyrie. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't hate Kyrie, but it's just going to be very complicated. Where would you rate Yao Ming amongst big men? That's tough because like he had just such a short career, but in that short time, he was really good. I don't know, probably like I'd have to like actually like think of all the big men, but I don't know, probably top like 15 to 20 big men ever. Like, are we counting just centers? Or are we counting power forwards and centers too? Because if it's like power forwards and centers, then he might be like top like 50. But like if we're talking about just center position, I don't know. He's probably 15 to 20 off the top of my head. But yeah, anyway. Was dominating the earth like Godzilla for 2 weeks back in the middle of the season. Doesn't that feel like a lifetime away? It does, and we need that. We needed that AD back. What are our chances at 7-8 now? I still think they're really good. I still think we make the 7th or 8th seed. I mean, we got to start winning games, but luckily all the teams in front of us keep losing too. That really helps. So I think our chances are still good for the 7th or 8th seed. It's just again we gotta start winning more games. You got to get back on like win streaks. Like that's the problem. It's like we went on a nice little streak, and then we had like another nice little streak, and then now it's just we've been trading games. You win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose one. Problem is we can't afford that. We can't afford to be losing games. We couldn't lose 2 in a row, and we did. So now we got to beat Orlando and get back on track. And we got to stop this win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Was Vando playing poorly? No. He was. I mean, he missed a couple layups, but he wasn't playing poorly. It's just you had a unit that got us back into the game that was playing really well. Why change it? A lot more defensive minded than offense. Yeah, for sure. If the Lakers don't make the playoffs this year, do you think it's best to trade LeBron for maxi salary and 3 firsts? No, I don't see them trading LeBron. I don't even think LeBron would want to be traded. Like I said, LeBron didn't go to the Lakers for sole basketball reasons. Like he didn't. Um, I think he rides it out with the Lakers. I mean, it might make sense for the Lakers to trade him, but I don't think they would do that either. The Lakers team and suck. Where's Kobe? Where's D-Fish? Where's Shaq? Where had the team went? Struggles in the open court without stoppages sometimes is basically 80 screen guard shoots a tough midi or a contested three. Yeah, I mean, Darvin Ham likes to let guys play. He does. And he's gotten that from Budenholzer likes to do that too at times. Like you'll see Budenholzer will let guys teams will go on a run and they'll just let guys play. Granted, they have like Giannis, so that helps because he can go on a run by himself. But I mean, Ham, he likes to let guys operate, especially when you got LeBron James and stuff like that. You got to let them operate, but it's just it's tough. If we go 9-2, we are the 6th or 5th seed. I mean, if we do, I could see that. We talked about it, Zach. Like 9-3 probably gets the 6th seed. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna win or only lose 2 more games the rest of the way. I would love to. I mean, again, you can make an argument they could go 11-0. Like if we can win, if we could still go 3-2, those last 7 games roughly that LeBron will be back. I mean, it's not far-fetched to think we could go 7-0 in that stretch. And all of a sudden, maybe you do get to the 6th seed. I just think now with the tiebreakers, like the schedules that everyone's got, I just think it's going to be really tough. Like it's not impossible, but it's tough. I have seen enough to say Beasley too inconsistent. No more passes. Tyler Beasley is consistently inconsistent. I would get rid of him and get Jordan Clarkson this offseason. You got to keep it. At worst, he's a tradable salary, like a good tradable salary. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something to me. We just went 8-2 over the last 10 games ago, so it's I like I said, I don't rule it out. We definitely can. It's just tough, just the way that we're playing right now. But hey, you never know. You can turn around. If we win, if this, that, tired of that, 2 losses now awful, and LeBron ain't back, expect just a sad 9th, 10th seed. I mean, again, time will tell. Time will tell. For some reason, the other players forgot how to score when it comes to Lakers, right? It's how it feels too. How hard is it going to be for Kyrie when he is the latest new guy in Lakers uniform? It's going to be very tough for him. Very tough. When he's the scapegoat. There isn't a single game left. We should lose. There isn't. But it's just, it is tough. If he agrees to a 1+1 type deal, I believe Lakers will buy. I do too. That I do. Thane with Trey, he is inefficient enough from 3 yet. Or he isn't efficient enough from 3 yet. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, that was just an example. I don't even know if I'd really want him, if I'm being honest. But that's just an example. I just checked. We need to go 7-4. 500 is the name of the game. Yeah, we got. If we want to get to 500, got to at least get to 500 with this team. We need to stay ready until Braun comes back in April. Yeah, it's Tyler's fault. He didn't even show up. Shaking my head. It is. It's all on me. I'll take the blame. This was a very bad loss. Very, very bad loss. We can only lose 2. We can only eat 2 losses in the next 6. Yeah. Suns in one of the Bulls games. Forget the 6th seed. Now we can get the 7th seed and clap the Kings. I think 6 or 7th seed is where it's likely going to go. He's sitting out of game 7. I know. I need to step up. Hey, look, I've been chilling, living my best life. Became a YouTuber. You know how it goes. Just lost Edwards they are going to keep losing. Warriors have like 4 on the road and get 7 seed. Yeah. Let's see. It's gonna be a long Saturday waiting for the next Laker game. I feel it. I feel it. Tyler, good job keeping up good attitude, bro. Of course, of course. Like I said, I get frustrated too. It's just, it is what it is. These streams are such a vibe. I appreciate it. That's what I try to do. Try to keep it fun, keep it light, have good time. Even when we lose, it's frustrating. It sucks, but any shooter we get will be streaky. That's unfortunate reality of being a Laker. Yeah, that's true. Why is the decision to play or not play AD is an on-off situation? It seems like you can limit his minutes to both games back to back. Well, it's just the back to back. So here's the thing that people don't take into account when you're talking about back to back games. And like I don't even see a lot of people like make this argument, which I think is an argument, is like even like LeBron himself has said, it doesn't matter how many minutes I play, it's the build up to the game. Because it's not like a pickup game where guys are, hopping out of the hoopty and immediately going to the court and balling up. No, like they spend the entire day training, exercise, shots. They're working their tails off. Like you see it all the time. Like guys will get on the court for shoot around and they're already drenched in sweat because they're working out in the gym. They're getting they're running on the treadmill. They're getting themselves loose. They're stretching. They're running. There's a lot of work that goes into getting on the court, and that's the thing. Is that it's yes, maybe you could play him 10, 15 minutes, but he's spending another like 6 hours getting prepared just to play that 15 minutes. So that's the big difference. That's also why you see a lot of guys, they'll be on minute restriction and then like they never stick to the minute restriction because they're fine. Because it's like, well, I already ramped up if I didn't get hurt during warmups. But that's also why you see a lot of players that get hurt during warmups, right? Like because they weren't ready to come back and then they ramp it up and then boom, they get hurt. We got to just regroup. It's okay. Yes, agreed. I'd rather be blown out. I hate the loss of this player. Yeah, that's kind of my thing, dude. We can go 4-2 in these next 6. I believe it. Tyler versus Mark battle for the ages. The final showdown. Let's see. Braun being held to the highest standard since the age of 16. Criticism is in the middle name. I don't know why people complain. Yeah, look, everybody deserves it. No hate, Tyler. You are consistent. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Look, I have no problems when people disagree with me. I mean, that's the point of the live stream. That's the point of the videos. That's why I ask in every video, like, let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Like, however, because I love to have the conversation. I don't mind the conversations. Like, again, we all want the same goal at the end of the day. We all just want the Lakers to win. We just want them to be successful. We want to win more championships. Like the way I look at it, it's a community, it's a family. Like, right, we're all in this together, right? We're all Lakers Nation. We're all here. Like, we're gonna disagree on stuff. We're gonna agree on stuff. We're gonna have good days. We're gonna have bad days. We're gonna have arguments. We're gonna have fights. Like, it's all love. Like, it really is all love. Like, I don't care. Like, even Mark said, like, I love you, Tyler. But like, and I was like, yeah, I love you too, man. Like, I get it. I just don't know why you got this, like, I got you moment. You know what I mean? Like, I love when somebody gives me like a good, breakdown of why they disagree with me. Like, I genuinely do, even if I don't agree with the breakdown, I appreciate it. Like, I have no problems like when people are like, hey, I disagree, here's why. But when people are like, you're stupid, you're wrong, it's like, okay, well, why? Like, can you at least give, like, anybody could just say I'm wrong. Okay, well, how am I wrong? Explain to me how I'm wrong. Because I'm not just pulling shit out of my ass. Like, I spend days all the time. Like, I'm a student of the game, fan of the sport. Like, I'm not just making shit up. Like, and that's why I even said earlier, like, instead of taking the time to leave a long-ass comment that makes zero sense, why don't you look it up yourself? Like, I'm not just pulling shit out. Like, that's the only thing. Like, but I appreciate it. I do. Who are we blaming for tomorrow's win or loss? He's a Russell, right? 80 for Zach LaVine would be the trade. Tyler, both sides would want it. I'd rather have AD. I mean, Zach LaVine misses as many games as AD every year, and Anthony Davis's impact on the defense score. He has what he's. I believe, I'm not mistaken, he's still tied for like highest defensive win shares next to Giannis, or like right behind Giannis. Like defensive impact, like his defensive impact is insane. Like, who do we get that is going to have it? Like, now you're just relying on. I mean, yeah, I don't like it because you have what? You have D'Lo and Zach LaVine. That's like one of the worst defensive front courts or back courts in the league. Like, I'm not. I wouldn't be a fan of that. I mean, I wouldn't like. Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan personally. Not gonna lie, if we could trade D'Lo for Kyrie, you do that without hesitation. I mean, look, absolutely, it's an upgrade. Problem is that everything that goes into it, it's not as simple as like just swapping Kyrie and D'Lo because you got to get a sign and trade. I'm back at playing Westbrook. As a Russ fan, this is Westbrook's fault. 100 facts. This is Russell Westbrook's fault. Do you think Westbrook regrets leaving LA for LA? Definitely. He's on the worst LA team. Are the Clipper fans more welcoming? I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, to be fair, it's not just like Lakers, like Laker fans. Like all fans are like this. You know what I mean? Like it's just I'm a Laker YouTuber, so I have to deal with like the Laker fans. So it's just Beasley needs a short lease. Yeah. We got to beat Orlando, and if we can, the Suns will be great momentum yet. I think LeBron might have to come back from injury early. I problem is I'd rather them just not. But the Lakers need to call more plays for Beasley. They used to, and now I don't think. My thing is like I don't think it's a coincidence that Beasley had his best stretch of games with the Lakers when D'Lo and LeBron both played, because LeBron's just so good at drawing attention and kicking out the guys. Letting guys play doesn't work with LeBron not playing. I get healthy LeBron, but LeBron is not run for sets for LeBron. Yeah, I get it. Not really. This is on the front office for trading such a huge contract. Then thinking a midseason trade would save the season. Yeah, I mean, got to need the time. Like, but I've said it before. Like, worst case scenario, like let's say we don't make the play-in. Like, let's say we end up being the 11th seed, right? And all hope is lost, right? Like, at worst case, we just got like a bunch of guys that could be really good next year. We can retool and retweak whatever we need to in the offseason, and we'll have a full training camp, full off season, full preseason. Like, I think that'll be good. Let's see. I just hope Braun comes back so I can go to a game this year. I was supposed to go in my Paul's Jersey game, but no Ja or Braun, so we skipped it. I'm not paying for playoff prices. Yeah, I could feel that. I feel that. If someone says Miles Turner. Hit that like button, even you haters. Thank you. I appreciate you, pal. Yes, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Trevor brainwashed Laker fans into thinking Buddy and Turner are Kobe and Jack. Don't count on LeBron coming back soon. He's 2 or 3 weeks away from what I'm hearing. Yeah, he's at least 2 weeks away. He won't be like I mean, like I keep saying, he probably won't be back till like those set of Chicago games. Miles Turner. With the team we have now, I wouldn't mind Miles Turner. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something. By the way, thank the Lord for your streams, Tyler. Make the Lakers loss much more painless. I really softens blow. Well, thank you, Floyd. I really appreciate that. Seriously, it's very kind of you. Kaioken attack. I really did love watching Russ, Reeves, Winning, and Monk on the floor together. Yeah, Tyler improves my mood a lot. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Marco. Tyler putting in the time. Well, thank you, Speedy. Yeah, you got to work hard for your goals, right? DeMar just had 49 on 17 shots against a good wing defense. Bulls games aren't a lock. Yes, it's true. Very true. Is he completely? Yeah, I think Lonnie's done. Demar got that old school mid range too. His mid range is just butter. I'm not gonna lie, OKC finna be a problem, dude. OKC just keeps winning. They were supposed to tank, and they're just not. Um, I'm ready for LeBron to return. He finna turn everything around, and that's when the Lakers gonna try and play better. But it's gonna be too late, and the Suns coming after and enjoy beating the Lakers. I mean, we'll see. I still think we get 7-8 spot. Even if we get the 10 seed, as long as Bron is playing, we'll make the 8 through play in. I think so too. It just makes things so tough. So tough. Win or lose, I don't care about the Lakers, but I enjoy that you guys care enough to be this passionate about them. Fun conversations to see. I feel it. His defense gets him out of rotation. Sorry, trying to find something to me. I don't want to trade either, but if AD is traded, they'll do him right and send him to Chicago. I mean, I could see that. I could see like after LeBron leaves, them like working on a trade. Let's see. Clippers' expectations are low. Of course, they love Russ. It's true. When you're right, you're right, Chip. I'm calling for you in the shooting guard part. You deserve more. Yeah. The trade was definitely for next season. Yeah, absolutely. It was just to give us a chance now. I thought Jalen would be a perfect fit for Dallas. Dude, like my conspiracy. I talked about this on the Lakers show live stream earlier today. Like, I really think Jaylen Brown might come. I could see Jaylen Brown coming to the Lakers. I just have like this feeling. Like, I would love either Jaylen Brown or Tatum, and Tatum makes a lot of sense. But Jaylen Brown is available first. He wants to be the guy after LeBron and him and LeBron line up perfectly. Right. And if LeBron wants to like do another year, he could even just like take a smaller contract so that way we could get Jalen. Right. And we'd have like LeBron's bird rights, stuff like that. But like my point is that like you could realistically like just slot in Jaylen Brown for LeBron. And I think we'd still be good. I mean, imagine a starting five, of like D'Lo, Reeves, Troy, or Jaylen Brown, Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis, you'd be one of the best defensive teams in the league. Or if Max Christie in 2 years turns into like a legit 3-and-D guy, I mean, outside of Vanderbilt and Anthony Davis, he might be our best on-ball defender or best defender. So, like, I mean, you could have him just slot in. I mean, good luck trying to score on that team. Like, imagine that Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, and Brown on the front court, and then you have like Max Christie or Reeves as like your on-ball defender. Like, man, that would be nice. But anyway, it's probably a pipe dream. But I really do. I like have this feeling that that's gonna happen. But if we added Miles for Bam Van Beasley, I would do that. Yeah. My Laker fans obsessed with Miles would be satisfied without a doubt. They really would. We need to call Serge, Boogie, or Whiteside for 10-day contract for us. Trust me, well, Whiteside ended up signing with like Puerto Rico, I think. I really don't want. A lot of people really want Serge. I really don't. But I mean, at this point, we just need somebody. It's a good trade. I ain't worried. Lakers bounce back and going to run back to back. Tired of them out. Yeah, exactly. We'll be all right. The veteran leadership is on the bench and suit LeBron. Whiteside is overseas. Yeah, he signed a few days ago. Yep. Get Boogie. I wouldn't mind Boogie. Bring back Dark Black. He had like a nice little stretch with the Lakers at one point. But Chicago has no players for AD. You need a big in return for AD. The Lakers need to do what's best for Lakers after all this business. Yeah, agreed. What's been hurt the Lakers is that they didn't go after another big once I found. And I'm like, yeah, are we going to start losing? Yeah, that definitely would have been nice. That would have been nice. Sign Taco. Damn, Target Black. That's deep Lakers knowledge. Yeah, fact. That's going into like that's really deep in. If we got Jaylen Brown, just reign us. Yeah, oh, man, dude, that would be so nice. Thomas Robinson. Um, let's see, Troy Daniels. Let's get on the 10-day hype. Thon Maker. Congratulations. You reached to the end of the chat. You have a good night's sleep. Well, thank you, Buck. Yeah, I did. Missed double in 10 minutes bags. But yes, I did. Blecka called it beautifully. I'm gonna get out of here. I've been going 2 hours. Here, I'll do this real quick. Because I hadn't seen a question from you. Any thoughts on Moses Brown to LA if ever Brooklyn doesn't want to keep him? I mean, by the time he's like available, it might actually be over. But I wouldn't mind Moses Brown. I wouldn't mind Moses Brown at all. But no, we'll see. We'll see. Trey Burke, Xavier Henry. I always liked Xavier Henry. It's 12 a.m. Good night. I'm with you. Look at Tyler, man. So inspirational. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. Very kind of you. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate all of you so very much. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the way out if you're not. I'm sure most, not all of you are. But regardless, I appreciate y'all. And you guys have a good one. Peace.